my beautiful inky friends. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Spirit fingers, here we go. It is day 7. We've already gone into this a week. Thank you so much for all the love, support, and just watching me play with ink. So let's see what today's color will be. All right, so it looks like we're going to have a yellow or a golden ink of some sort. It is a, whoops, let me not drop it here. It looks like it is a standard ink. So let's grab our swatch pages and see what this looks like. All right, so I've got my swatch card here and we'll go ahead and put this down. I'm actually, you'd be surprised, but I actually like yellow. I like yellow inks. I had a couple that I wrote with during the fall just because it, like those warmer yellows kind of look like a fall, but they're really hard to read. So again, not like something I'd write with every single day, but just for fun. It does write beautifully with the dip pen. Let's go ahead and write the name of it here. It already looks like it's kind of drying a little bit darker, which is nice because when they're too light, I mean, you could use like a very light bright yellow for a highlighter. That works well, but usually they're just kind of really hard to read. So this will be interesting to see how it dries. Let's go ahead and set this off to the side. And now we have our little Mnemosyne book, and I cannot tell you how excited I am. Look at the last swatch of the first page. This is so thrilling. Like, we've already gone 7 days. So we'll go ahead and it runs really well. It's got a beautiful coloring. We'll set that off to the side, and now we've got our Rhodia here. Again, last little swatch of the page. Hooray! And it does pull. It starts to dry a little bit towards the end, but really it's a beautiful ink thus far. So we'll put it in the Hobonichi here. I'm going to go ahead and write the title first. And it does write nicely. I do like this ink. It's not like too pooling or anything. And then we'll again swatch it out. And I have been using most of the same 2 brushes. And I will put everything that I use down in the description box below. If you have any other questions about the stuff that I use, please feel free to ask in the comments section and I can reply to you there. All right, so it actually dried quite beautiful. It sort of gives me like a little bit of an ochre feel. Actually, I would say like nickel azo gold from the acrylic paints. I paint with that a lot. So any of my mixed media artists out there and you love that nickel azo, this is similar to that. Now, granted, you may have to layer it up a little bit, but still. So here you can see it on the Mnemosyne, and there was a little bit of bleed through, but that's only where I heavily saturated, and the other area, not even a ghost. So this is a beautiful color. I don't know if you'd want to write with it every day, but it is gorgeous. Here it is on the back of the Rhodia. And then on the Hobonichi, it's kind of cool where some of the dots dribbled off of my paintbrush and you can see a bit of that darker shading there. So this might be a pretty one to paint with. I'm looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and do a side-by-side here. I would say that these are almost very similar on the different papers. Maybe slightly a little bit more yellow on the Mnemosyne, but that could just be how I swatched it out. I don't know, I'm thinking they're kind of similar. So we'll grab our art journal here and then take a peek at the chromatography, which is pretty much what I thought it was going to be. Mostly yellows, maybe a hint of reddish orange there at the very bottom, and then a little bit of green on the top. So we're going to, as usual, go ahead, add the washi around the journal pages. I'll put on some music and speed it up and check back with you in a bit. So I thought it might be fun to just kind of leave the end of the video at normal speed so you can kind of see exactly how fast that I do work. And then I wanted to mention that clear block that I put my paint on is what I use to water down the paint so I can get a thinner coloring. That's just an old acrylic stamping block instead of using like a paint palette. So it's easy to clear off, and yeah. So anyways, that is what I did. I really actually like this super plain, simple design today. It's kind of like a star or maybe like a portal, a sun portal. But I was really pleased with the depth of color that we could get just by playing with some circles. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again today, and be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of this ink color. Is it something that you would put in a pen and write with daily, or are you excited to maybe get this paint and paint with it? Because I think it would be lots of fun to add in to some art journaling. I'll say in the beginning I was a little worried, like, oh no, what am I going to do with just a plain yellow? But I think it turned out pretty fun, and yeah, I'm really liking that depth of color. So there we go. And I have some yellow fingers, which I will say, thank you to my friend Michelle. Actually, a magic eraser will get that ink off of your fingers, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there we go, another day finished in our little journal. Thank you guys again, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. Until next time, happy creating.